En u bent live terug in hal 16 Global Challenges Smart Solutions, waar de Nederlanders in Hannover furoren maken met deze livestream studio al 4 dagen lang. En het is al tijd voor het laatste interview, hashtag Partnerland, om ze allemaal terug te zien en allemaal terug te vinden. In het Engels uiteraard, want nou goed, als er al mensen zijn die dagenlang naar deze livestream hebben gekeken, dan weten ze dat we dat doen omdat we het graag aan een internationaal publiek willen verder leiden, deze interviews. So hello everybody, welcome to hall 16 here at the Hannover Messe. My next guest is Martijn Pol from Space and Matter. Could you please tell us, sir, because you're developing an app store for architects. True. That will make it a lot easier for me to get used to handling architects even when I don't have a lot of money.
Exactly. Our aim is to actually take the architectural design to a lower level of the market, and let's say the normal persons, you and me, and then the large portion of society, enabling a larger portion of society to also enjoy the architectural value of architectural design.
Yes, and you are using a software platform for that, but for me as an end user, what do I enter when I go into your app?
Exactly, we've created a platform which enables you the freedom of choice to select from a large range of architectural designs. So actually we ask multiple architects to design multiple houses, which we upload in our open source library to enable you as the end user and the consumer to freely browse through the library to find a house that fits your lifestyle, aesthetical preference, but of course also budget and square meters.
Yes, it's of course a very well-known problem when you're handling a platform when you're starting out. It's the chicken and egg problem. So first of all, why would it be interesting for architects to upload their 3D model of houses for free?
Well, that's a very clear question and actually a very clear cut. If we see how architectural businesses operate these days, they submit proposals for a design competition where only one person or one proposal can win. So the other 9 or the other 99 end up in the trash. Where actually we provide them the opportunity. If you design multiple homes and we upload those in the open source library, it might be that the consumer did not choose your house in the Hague location, but we also take the library to Rotterdam, to Enschede, to Groningen. So
it's the same amount of work, but way more chance to actually get something done with the design.
Exactly, we actually upscale the opportunity of being selected. So it's a never-ending competition. So investment-wise, it's more wise to invest your time in a We Build Homes design than in a regular competition.
And how do you persuade people that want to let a house build to come into your app? Because of course, you know, when they don't have a lot of money, the chances are very big that in the end, this is nothing for them.
Well, that's an interesting question. Like if there's people interested in architecture but probably thinking it's too expensive for me because architects and architectural design is still considered a luxury product, and that's exactly what we want to change in creating an awareness in the market that architectural design can be affordable, but then we have to change the process in which architectural design is brought to market. Normally, if you would be a client, me as an architect, we will start an intense dialogue. You would have to pay for the hours I spent on talking to you, and I make a custom fit design, which is only built once.
So how much would it cost if I now ask an architect to design a house for me? In the old situation?
Regularly, it would be 10% of the construction budget.
Okay.
Whereas where we say design is actually research and development, and you're developing a unique concept, which is then paid by the first house.
Okay.
But what we say, if we can build that house multiple times in multiple regions, we can reduce the cost of creation, which makes the uniqueness still as unique for you, but we reduce price.
Yeah. So what would the cost now be for an end consumer if they want to, in your model, ask an architect or use the design of an architect? How many % of the construction?
What the architectural fee is in relation to
your model?
It's 1/3. So the advisory cost, and because you of course have the cost of bricks and mortar and the physical hardware cost, and you also have the software cost of advisory, constructor, etc. And we cut the advisory cost down to 1/3.
Okay, so now you would pay, instead of 10%, you would pay 3 or 4% for an architectural fee. Yeah. What in the end would be way more for architects, because by your platform, they're getting the chance to have lots more houses built.
Exactly.
So this is the business case.
It should be the multiplier for the architects.
Right.
If they consider the fact, but then I have to make a house and I don't get paid as much if I would normally get paid by a single client. But we say we are not a single client. We provide you the opportunity to maybe build a house 8 times, 9 times.
So who are you funded by? Because somebody has to build this software platform, has to do maintenance, has to do marketing, have to keep the community alive and vivid. On social media, also very active. So who's behind you?
You really want to know all ins and outs now, eh? We started out ourselves and by
bootstrapping, right?
Bootstrapping, taking the initiative. And why is the market organized like this? Why can we not open up the lower segment of the market by asking this question, then coming up with this idea? With this good idea, we first won a bit of prize money, and so we entered the competition where it was acknowledged, wow, this is a nice and inspiring proposal. With that prize money, we built the first website and then started collaborations. And with these collaborations, we did a small round of fundraising. So with a developer and a contractor, the three of us,
you did a first seed round, right?
Injected some seed money, etc. That was, I think, year 2. And the past 2 years, we have launched the platform on the level where we want it to be by the support of the Government Innovation Fund.
Right. And how many architects are now on the platform?
12.
12. And how many people are regularly checking out those designs?
If we are on sale, 200 persons per day.
200 persons per day. Okay. So this is only one of the projects on the platform, right? You have another one.
Well, it's another platform, actually.
Sorry, it's another platform, but projects within the company space and matter, so to say. So this other platform, what does that do?
That's where it started out with the question, why are empty office buildings, vacant office buildings, obviously redundant because the way we work has changed and the needs of office inhabitants has changed. So we have an overload of square meters of office buildings. That's what we see on the one side. And on the other side, we see still consumers in Amsterdam metropolitan region, but in the Netherlands generally, that there is still a need of house buyers to buy a custom-made house, but they don't find the supply. Then I would think, okay, that's an interesting combination. We see large amounts of square meters, which are empty, and we still see consumers looking for houses. Why can we not bridge that gap? And that's actually also where we position the architect in the center as the missing link, because the architect can envision an empty building, which is from the 80s.
He's the middleman who can solve that problem.
He's the middleman, but by envisioning and creating images and to tell the story of what the future could bring.
But the problem is, of course, always with the large empty offices, are there enough people who are really interested in buying such a house?
Exactly. So that's where we have to tap into the crowd and to start thinking from multiple individuals being a collective and starting to build a crowd. So if we would take that empty building, upload it on a website where an architect can upload his vision, and so with low bootstrapping, low pre-investment, but providing appealing images, then the end consumer can press the like button, thinking like, okay, I like the location and I like the design. If multiple users do so, we generate a group which we call crowd, 80 users, which then seemingly is the reason to kickstart the project. By itself, because we provide supply and demand on the platform.
And how long ago did you start this second platform?
The second platform a year ago, and it will launch the 5th of May.
Okay. And you don't have any concrete project already realized because of this crowd building platform?
Not yet kickstarted, but
okay.
we will.
When will you launch?
Beginning of May, early May.
Early May, okay, so already in a couple of weeks.
True.
Not in time for the Hannover Messe, but...
There will be another Messe, right?
There will be another Messe. Yeah. That's very true. Okay, thank you, Martijn Pol, for this interview. Very interesting, Space and Matter. What's the URL?
www.spaceandmatter.nl, and also check out www.webuildhomes.nl to find the app store of architectural designs, and check out www.crowdbuilding.nl.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Und mit diesem Interview sind wir am Ende gekommen von 4 Tagen Livestreaming und ich möchte mich gerne herzlich bedanken bei das Team, das Livestreaming-Team, das wirklich einen sehr toller Job geleistet hat. Jungs, sehr gut gemacht, hat mir super viel Spaß gemacht, hier auf der Messe tätig zu sein und alle interessanten Leute zu interviewen. Ich möchte mich auch gerne herzlich bedanken bei der niederländischen Botschaft in Berlin, Sigrid Streifer. Sigrid, bist du irgendwo? Nein, natürlich nicht. Sie ist jetzt weggeflüchtet irgendwo, weil sie möchte unbedingt nicht auf der Kamera. Aber Sigrid, herzlichen Dank. Und natürlich auch Streamhub, das diese Videoproduktion versorgt hat. Tim Ottowitz, herzlichen Dank. Und ja, wie gesagt, jetzt sind wir am Ende von unserer Livestreaming 4 Tagen lang. Hat mir super viel Spaß gemacht und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.